Hi, welcome back and welcome if you're new. So today I'm going to set up January in my socials journal. This is something that is unique in the sense of documenting what I post to YouTube and Instagram, but that doesn't mean that these themes can't be applied to any planner or journal. So hopefully you'll get some inspiration out of this regardless of whether you post to socials or not. But anyway, starting the year off, my January theme under the Stationery main theme is going to be Washi, and I have this little Washi Wizard digital that I turned into a little photo and sized it to cover the calendar, and it's from Monsterz Co. It was a freebie in her newsletter.
I ain't never felt a kind of love like this before. You took all the worries from my mind.
Okay, for my January cover page, I don't need this note page for anything else, and I love having a cover page for the month. I do it all the time, so I just decided to continue with that rather than trying to invent something and force myself to use a page that I don't need in a way that I don't need. So I thought it would be fun to put a little definition of what Washi is up at the top, and then I have this vinyl sticker from Monsterz Co. that's perfect, and it says I love Washi. And then I thought I would jazz up this little January because it's very plain. And then on the left side I used a digital that Helen shared on her Instagram for one of the June pre-orders, which is really funny about being afraid not to buy enough Washi. And I put that on the left, and then I finished it off with little Washi swatches, and the colour scheme ended up being very purpley blue, so I just went with matching colours.
Please forgive me if I stare a little more. I can't look away from those brown eyes. And if we settle down, we don't have to settle down. Please don't be afraid of all the things that could go wrong. We can take our time and we may change our mind. But I can tell a good thing when a good thing comes along. Darling, tell me all about the dreams you had last night. You can be so restless in your sleep. I ain't going nowhere, all this feels so very right. When you find good love, it's the one that you should keep. And if we settle down, we don't have to settle down. Please don't be afraid of all the things that could go wrong.
And Helen read my mind this year and released on Cyber Monday a set of digitals of various pens and washi that can be used, well, they're meant to be for swatches, but they're absolutely perfect for my themes. So, I made this January header and the end didn't print, so I used a 0.3 uni pin, but you see what I mean? I was able to use these little washi digitals and add Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, blah blah blah, and use them to cover the days because I have to have a Monday start. It's just how my brain works, and it's the same in my other journal and my actual planner. And it would just confuse me then if this wasn't, especially this one, because in my mind my socials, the week starts on Monday. So anyway, I was able to redate it, and then I used some date dots from Planner Monkey Co. on the top, and then I picked out some washi and used little strips of it, and then I used an Instagram icon from Monsterz Co. on the side. And the idea of this, and you'll see an example, is to put a little thumbnail on each day for the YouTube posts and Instagram posts, and then along the side where I put the Instagram icon, I'll just put the reels that I post, because I'm trying to get with the times and post more reels.
There's some stains on your photo, little cracks on your rusty frame, stuck in the mud, but it's okay.
Right, now my dashboard page, and this year I want to track a few statistics that I hadn't tracked before. I always just do total watch hours and total subscribers, but I thought this year, like I said, I would go into more specific stuff. So I'm going to have YouTube content, and I'm actually going to print some graphs from YouTube Studio. And then over in this other side, I'm going to have some Instagram and YouTube stats. I'll show you it completed next month, because trying to explain it I wouldn't be great at it. So I'll show you it whenever you actually have a visual to go with it. And I just used the Washi digitals and made my little titles, and that's a digital at the bottom that was on Helen's Instagram, and it says Washi for sale, and I thought it was perfect.
I've got you.
For the weeks. So again, I covered the dates. Even though these do start on a Monday, I actually really don't like the font in this planner, and I decided, seeing as I had the digitals anyway, that I would just make my own. And over on the side I wrote week 1. I've got really into writing the week number everywhere. I never did that until last year actually, and I just want to continue it. So I covered all the top with the days of the week, and this time I added the date on the roll part of the washi. And then down the left hand side, I decided to break it up to sort of mark the sections. You'll see whenever I do it here. So the top is film, then I have edit and schedule, and then the bottom is like other admin. But I don't think I'm going to do that the whole way through. That's a Fox and Pip sticker, by the way, one of my favourites. And that one is Coffee Monsterz Co. And then I use in this next one Hubman and Chubgirl, and then at the bottom I write live, and I put a cup from Fox and Pip, a metallic one. Yeah, so it was, the idea was divide it into sections, so that whole top row is film, and next to edit and schedule, etc. And then the very bottom is what ones went live. So even though I have the thumbnail in the monthly, I'm just going to write it down here so I can see what went live on that day. And this is something I've been thinking about, how I was going to do this for a long time. And now that I've actually tried it, I do think I'm going to change it up, and it doesn't bother me that I've done the first week like this. It's okay. This 2024 is from Planner Monkey Co, by the way. Anyway, from next week, I think I'm going to use a little space above where the section is to see the space underneath where it says first Monday, and then there's a little space in the next one, etc., to write the titles in there. We'll see how it goes, and I'll show you it completed at the end of the month. But yeah, I knew that I hadn't done anything on the Monday for YouTube, so I used this 2024 vinyl from Planner Monkey Co. And then I decided this year, last year I printed out like a grey block, and I stuck it over days that I didn't do anything. And it was a real pain by the end of the month. I did it because I didn't want blank days. But I decided this year I'm going to make use of my stickers, and I'm going to make my own full boxes. But because this was a washi theme, instead of actually using full boxes, I decided to make the full boxes out of my washi and display my washi washi collection throughout the month. So this one was from the January subscription from Coffee Monsterz Co. The January subscription, oh my goodness, I keep getting tongue twisted. And then that's a Hubman and Chubgirl 2024. I'm determined to use everything that says 2024. I'm going a bit crazy with using them. Anyways, on the Tuesday I filmed, and I show you me writing in what I filmed in the top section, and then the bottom 2 sections I fill with a quote-unquote full box that I make out of washi. And then next month I'll make my full boxes that are based on the theme, and I'll be creative with it and have a bit of fun. I already know all my themes, so I only need to think each month of how I'm going to do it. And the way I'm doing my planner and my other journal this year, I'm not as trying to think of themes heavy this year, so hopefully I'll be able to manage it a bit better and not have to worry so much at the end of the month about having to think of so many themes, because like I said, I know the theme, I'm just thinking about how I'm going to execute it when it comes to this socials journal. And in relation to my other ones, I don't have to think because I have my planner kit and my journaling kits. So we'll see how it goes and whether I'm able to keep up with it. I did keep up with it last year, but it just became a struggle, and I knew I needed to change it up because I don't want it to be a struggle. I want it to be fun. So like I said, we'll see how it goes.
Slow down. Fireplace, do you know how? Pass a paper.
And then because I don't want to be really rigid with whether I use the sidebar for titles or the tops, I went ahead and did the rest of the weeks with the top bar, as in which week it is and the days of the week, but didn't do anything else. And then again, along the Reading the Mind, Helen released Stationery, like event stickers, and I thought it was perfect, and I'm going to use it in this planner. So the 13th is sticker day, and the 23rd is handwriting day, and I actually realised there were a few of the days that I didn't put the date on, so I just lifted the sticker up, and because I'm able to print them, I'm just going to reprint them and fix them later, so you'll notice some of them are missing. Here's where I spot it. 19th, no, on Friday. Whoopsie-daisy. Anyway.
Rest with me, close to curtains, brew some herbal tea, reach out for me.
And that is January, all ready to go. I'll just complete it as the month goes on. Even though last year I learned some things that I didn't want to continue, like the grey box thing, etc., I still really loved it, and I'm glad that I did it, and it'll be amazing to look back on. And then this year I know I'll feel the same when I get to the end, and I'm hoping that this is the year that I hit my 1,000 goal. So if you haven't subscribed, please do, I'd really appreciate it. But thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you got some inspiration, and take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!
The curtains